Hello friends, welcome to NodeCode. In this session, we will be discussing about the concept and feature of Spring IOC container along with practical Java code example. In this session, we will learn what is Spring container, how it manages the beans, and what is the task performed by the IOC container. And we will also learn why it is so important for developing enterprise applications. But before this, let's discuss what is Spring Bean because sometimes it's complicated to understand what is Spring Bean and what is Spring Container. So let's start with Spring Bean. What is a Spring Bean? Spring Beans are Java objects that are managed by the Spring container. Point to note, in order to assemble beans, the container uses configuration metadata, which can be in the form of XML configuration or annotations. Let's understand with a simple Java code. Here, our Spring Node code project is already created. You can see all the reference library are already added and all the Spring related jars are already present. Now I am going to SRC folder. Just right click here and create a new package. Let's say com.nodecode.spring container. Our package is created. Let's create a class. I'm creating a class here. Let's say our class name is NodeCode. In this, we declaring our variable. So private string, let's say name. Now I'm creating the getter and setter. Now just copy this and paste it here. Since we do not require the main method, I'm creating my own method, public void get message. Let's remove this. Here I'm writing the print statement. In this I'm writing the variable name. Just save this. So you can see our Spring Bean is created here. This is also known as our Pojo class. For managing the Spring Beans, we require the Spring container. So let's discuss what is Spring container. What is IOC container? IOC, also referred as inversion of control. It is a core container that uses dependency injection to implicitly instantiate objects during runtime. Here two terms, inversion of control and dependency injection. According to inversion of control program principle, it inverts the flow of control as compared to traditional control flow. And what about dependency injection? Dependency injection is a design pattern which implements IOC principle. Inversion of control is used to remove the dependency so that it makes the code loosely coupled. And if the code is loosely coupled, it is easy to handle this. This container also handles the configuration management of application objects. Let's see what are the various tasks performed by Spring IOC container. Following are the important tasks performed by IOC container. To instantiate the application class, to configure the object, to assemble the dependencies between objects. Let's see how many types of Spring IOC container. There are two types of implementations of Spring IOC container. First, Bean Factory, and the second, application context. Difference between Bean Factory and the application context. Bean Factory. Bean Factory acts as a central IOC container for instantiating application objects. It also configures and assembles the dependency between these objects. Application context. Application context acts as a central interface to provide configuration for an application. It implements the Bean Factory interface. Hence, the application context includes all functionality of the Bean Factory. Application context have all the advanced features as compared to Bean Factory. Let us understand the Spring IOC container with a simple Java code example. You can see our Pojo class is already created here. Now we have to create the Spring configuration XML file. For that, just right click on src folder, go to file. Let's say I'm giving the name as beans.xml. So our XML file is created. For configuration syntax, I already discussed you in our previous session Spring setup and installation. But if someone new attending our session first time, I am doing the same again. Just go to your browser and write here Spring configuration XML. Click on the first link, scroll down this page, and here you can see the equivalent file in the XML schema style would be. Let's copy all this and paste it here to declare the beans and properties. For beans, inside this, we have to write the ID. Let's say I'm writing here name and then class. You should remember while writing the class name, you should always write the class name along with package name. So my package is here com.nodecode.spring container and our class name is nodecode. Okay, you can see this is our package name and this is our class name, right? Now I have to define the property. Property name. Let's say I'm writing here also the name and value. You can write here anything. I'm just writing the hello world. Okay, just close the property tag. Now your XML file is created successfully. Just save this. So you have your Pojo class or Spring Beans and your XML configuration file. Now for instantiating your object with the help of application context, let's create a new class. Let's say I'm giving the name Node Code app. Okay. Inside main method, I'm writing here application context equal to new class path XML. Inside this, you have to write your XML file name. Our XML file name is what? Beans.xml. Beans.xml. Let's import this. Now, for instantiating our object equal context dot, we have to directly call here getBean method. And inside this, you have to write the bean ID. Bean ID is what? That is declared in the XML configuration file is here. So our ID name is name. I am just writing the same here. Now, okay, let me downcast this. So for downcasting, for class name is Node Code, and here also. Okay. Now I am calling my method that I declared in our Pojo class at the below get message. So what we can do? Just write here object dot get message. Just save this. So our Pojo class is created, our XML configuration file is created, and our main class is also created. Let's run this and see the output. You can see hello world is printed. Now, if you want to change this value of hello world, so what you have to do? Just go to your XML file and change the name here. Let's say I'm writing here, hey Node Code. Save this and run. You can see the output is changed. Here you observe if you have to change the value of the object, then the main application is not impacted because your configuration file is outside this package. This is under SRC folder. So without impacting this package, you have directly changed the value through your XML file. As I am changing from hello world to hey Node Code. This is all about Spring IOC container, tasks performed by Spring IOC container, and application context. In the next session, we will learn what is dependency injection, how to achieve dependency injection. Thanks for watching this video. For more updates, please like, comment, and subscribe our channel.